Hi everyone, it's Evangeline right here at etrailer. Today we are taking a look at the Thetford Titan hose kit. Now this specific kit that we have here is going to be the 15-foot premium kit that has an adapter, has storage caps, and a 15-foot long hose. Now we aren't going to be using it at the campsite dumping things out just yet, but I am going to show you the different features that this hose has and offer you some different options as well for different situations like hose lengths, and that way you can take a look and see what might be the best fit for your adventure. When you extend this hose out, you're gonna get a length of 15 feet, and that is measured from the tank to the end of the hose. Now with that in mind, I usually don't recommend getting a long sewer hose because that is going to be more length that your waste is going to have to travel before it gets dumped. So as much as possible, I do recommend taking a look at the 5-foot hose that Thetford has in the Titan series. But if you are expecting your dump station to be pretty far away from your camper, this is going to be a great option for you. And because it has a bayonet fitting at the end and a lug fitting on the other end, you can even add an extension to this hose if needed. Thetford even has a 20-foot kit, which is the 15 plus 5-foot hose kit combined. Now with that lug fitting, you also get a pipe end, and this is going to be a 90-degree, technically 5-in-1 adapter pipe, which fits with its bayonet end onto the hose, and then this side is what you're going to use to dump. Now you are going to get this handle which allows you to adjust that fitting, and the 5-in-1 just stands for the different thread sizes on the end. If you're not sure what type of inlet you do have, just take a look at the end and take some measurements. So this can fit around your 3 and 4-inch slip, as well as your 3-inch, 3.5-inch, and 4-inch threaded inlets. The handle is very helpful for that too, because not only does this help with threading the fitting on, but that way you can just hold the whole system by the handle, and that minimizes the contact you have with the fittings and the end of the hose itself. What you might have seen at the campgrounds is that some people, when they remove their hose, they take the other end and put it and connect it together to create what they think is a sealed system. Thetford does not recommend you do that because there are seals on the end of the hose that may be damaged by doing that. So just like how there is an end cap for your waste tank, there's also an end cap included with this kit that fits onto each end of the hose. Now it does require a little bit of pushing because it is a tight fit. In fact, if you struggle with that, what I recommend doing is just putting it upside down and pushing onto the end cap, and then that will secure it and will also minimize how much you're touching the end of the hose. So there is one for each side that creates that seal, helps protect the life of the end of your hose, and will make for a better fit. So while the end caps are great for preventing leaking while this is in storage, let's talk about the rest of the hose. So the hose itself is made of a proprietary TPE. TPE stands for thermoplastic elastomer. So the benefits of that type of material are, if you are using this in different temperature conditions, it's a bit sunny here at etrailer, but this hose can also be used in below freezing conditions. Now, that does not affect the state of the liquid passing through the hose. So that's definitely something to be mindful of. Another thing to this is that this is designed to stand up to standing up on the hose. So if you're dragging your hose along the ground, this will help prevent damage from abrasion, but it also has a certain spring to it. There is an inner polymer coil on the hose that even as I step on the hose, you can see it spring back up. Now this is going to be a function that's very helpful for, let's say, you put something heavy on top of the hose, you drop a filter, or you accidentally step on it as you are using it. A big question people have is, will it fit into my bumper? That's because some trailers have this opening in their bumper that they can store their hoses. Here's the hose that was in this trailer. We're gonna see how well this large 15-foot hose fits in this one. My biggest worry was the bayonet fitting side, but you can see that as long as you have it angled in the right way, you can fit that fitting through. Now we're going to continue pushing the rest of the hose through. This will compress as I push and as it encounters just a little bit of push inside the bumper. And then this end goes in, and then we can put the end cap back on the bumper. And just like that, we were able to stow away our 15-foot hose. In fact, there's still room there for the 5-foot extension if needed. All in all, I've been pretty impressed with the Thetford Titan hose series. It's been really nice being able to work with how the fittings work. That 90-degree fitting at the end was very versatile for different situations, and the fact that we were able to store it so easily with the end caps adding to that experience has been great. Usually, at this point of the review, I start recommending other options in case you want alternatives, but in our case here, this has pretty much everything you need. At this point, I would just recommend looking into what hose length you might need, whether it's as short as 5 feet all the way to as large as 20 feet. And the fact that you can add on to this hose with either a Titan hose or any other brand that works with your bayonet and lug fittings is nice and versatile too. So hopefully this video helped you out with seeing how this hose works, how it fits, and if it is the right fit for you and your camper. This was a look at the Thetford Titan hose kit with the adapter and the 15-foot long hose at etrailer.com. My name is Evangeline, and I hope you enjoyed this journey.